Have you ever told somebody that you have a network marketing business and they kind of look at you like this? Oh, that's nice. And you just know that in their head they're imagining this. Oh, isn't that sweet? You have a cute little hobby. But you're trying to convey that you have a worldwide business with the potential to pay you and others millions of dollars a year. So where's the breakdown? Well, it has to do with a couple of things. First of all, people have some preconceived ideas and prejudices when you introduce the subject. They think they know what network marketing is, but more importantly, it has to do with the picture you're painting. And the picture that most people are painting is a product picture. Because we've had experience with the product, right? We have a story and it's done something nice for us and for our friends. We're familiar with it. It's comfortable to talk about, and there's nothing wrong with that. Our products work. We have amazing testimonials and the stories of health are amazing. But typically, if you're only talking about product, then you get customers. People that are using the product, enjoying the product, getting great results from the product. But that's kind of where it ends. The customer is the end user. They aren't going to build a network. Now, perhaps after a while, one of those customers starts thinking, hey, this could really maybe be a business for me because it helped me and I know it could help a lot of other people, but that process takes time. And then what will happen is that person will follow your example. And what kind of picture are they going to paint? The same one they saw you paint, a product picture. And then what kind of results are they going to get? They're going to get customers. Happy, satisfied customers, and it kind of ends there. And the pattern just keeps repeating itself, and it's very, very slow. So let's take a look at this. If it takes you 6 months to go through this process and find your first 2 business partners, it'll be a year before you have a total of 6 people in the business, and a year and a half before you have only 14 people on your team. And it's going to take you 4.5 years to pass that 1,000 team member mark. So to make this process move faster, we also need to talk about opportunity. We need to talk about the business. By doing that, you will find people that are interested in business and in being a business partner with us. Well, heck, people like that can find their 2 people within their first week because that's a business goal. And if that pattern keeps duplicating out, let me just tell you, you're going to have 1,000 people plus in 9 weeks, not 4.5 years. Now, sometimes people will say, well, you know what? I'm not really interested in building a network. I really just want to help people. Well, let me ask you a question. How do you think you would help the most people the fastest? By working with them one-on-one, one at a time, or by building an army of people who also want to help people? Obviously, the best choice is number 2. So in both cases, you help the most people by building a business. Now, what stops a lot of people from discussing opportunity is they're kind of afraid. They're a little bit timid about talking about business because they think, well, gosh, who am I to talk about business? I'm no great success. I don't have a track record yet. And they're afraid that someone is going to ask them the dreaded question, well, how much money do you make? Well, that is the most absurd question. We spend so much time assuring people that no, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and no, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's a real business that takes time to build, just like any real business, only to find out that they don't think it's a real business unless we're making money hand over fist after a few months like one might in a pyramid scheme. I have a friend that bought a McDonald's franchise. He paid over $2 million in franchise and build-out costs. How long do you think it's going to take him to be profitable? What about a dentist? It's going to cost you nearly $700,000 if you want to be one between your education and setting up your practice before you make dime one. How much profit have they made after a few months or a year? We're a business, and like any business, it takes time and effort. But I'll tell you this, you'll be profitable long before either of the people in my 2 examples. Don't be shy to talk about money. There are lots of people who are making a lot of money in RAIN. You can point to them. They aren't special people. They're people just like you who've had a head start and worked consistently. So many people are making great money in RAIN, and anyone can do that. So your personal track record is not what's important. The facts and communicating the right perspective are important. Facts are facts. They outweigh your personal track record. So How do we change this picture? How do we start painting a bigger perspective, helping people to understand, no, this is not my sweet little hobby. This is an international multi-million-dollar business that exists within an industry that generates hundreds of billions of dollars in sales annually. We want people to have that picture when we're talking to them about this business. Because if you're talking to someone about opportunity and business, the first thing they're wondering is, would this be worth my time? And we want to make that light bulb turn on in their mind. So these are the things that I would talk about when it comes to talking to people about business. The market trends. What's happening in the market? What about the company? Is it strong? The products themselves, what are the advantages? The business model. Is there a system for my personal success? Is this a good time personally for me to do this? Put all those things in the hopper and out pops a very different picture, a picture of business. So why do people read the Wall Street Journal? Because they want to know what the market trends are. That helps them to know where to invest their time, their energy, and their money for the best return. Let's talk about the trends in health and wellness. In 2001, famous economist Paul Zane-Pilzer writes a book and says, you know what? The wellness industry is growing so fast that it's going to become a $1 trillion industry in the next 10 years by 2011. Well, guess what? It's currently a $4.2 trillion a year industry. Can you see how fast this is growing? Now, while the worldwide general economy is growing at 3.6% a year, the wellness industry is growing at nearly twice the pace. And the marketplace itself is ripe. People are screaming for these products. People are sick. They're fat. They've got diabetes. It's rampant. People are miserable. The demand is off the charts. And that's a very important fact when you're talking to someone about business. What about the company? A business-minded person's going to want to know, is this a solid company? Tell me about that company. Well, first of all, who are the owners and who is the management? We have a dream team because we've got people with expertise in every sector of business from which we need it. Finance, manufacturing, marketing, tech, and network marketing. Secondly, we've got Byron Belka. Do you know how unique it is in the world of network marketing to have a CEO that used to be a very successful distributor? That is so important because that guy has marched in the band, and so he's qualified to lead the parade. He's done everything that he's asking the distributors to do, and he understands what it feels like to do it. So decisions are made on the corporate side with that in mind. And that's an advantage and very, very unique in our industry. What's the company's long-term vision? Well, when I sat down with Byron Belka to explore joining Rain, I wanted to know, okay, I'm going to put my time and energy here. Is this going to last? Can I count on this? What's your long-term vision? He told me, we are not selling this company. We have no exit strategy. We're not going public. We want this to be a platform for people to grow legacy income and to bless the lives of people all over the world with better health and financial success. That is the long-term vision of this company. And a business person would want to know that. Do they have the necessary capital to fund growth? The short answer to that question is yes. And also, if they need more, they have access to and know where to get it and can. Does the company have a competitive advantage? All right, here is where we really shine. Yes, we are the first to market with this outrageous concept. First to market with seed science. Every year, $49 billion of herbs are sold for health purposes, $446 billion of capsules, $28 billion in superfruit juices, and $17 billion in essential oils. But let me tell you, we are the category creator that ate all other category creator companies because what were all of those things before they were those things? They were seeds. All nutrition comes from seeds. The possibilities are endless. Rain created the largest, most innovative, and lucrative category in health and wellness. And health and wellness is the largest category in network marketing. The opportunity is absolutely vast. Do they have a track record of success? Well, you bet. We were established in 2011. We have a track record of consistent growth, and we do business in 30-plus international markets. Now, if I'm a business person, it's really important for me to know how big the market is. And Rain's market is not just my little local town or city. It's the globe. You can do worldwide business as a Rain partner. Now, the product is, of course, the key. That is the vehicle. Are these products on trial? Absolutely not. There are 9 years of track record and testimonials. They're scientifically validated by prestigious third-party laboratories. A business person would be very interested to know that, no, you do not have to go out and reprove this. It's already proven. So it's safe for you to put your time and energy here. The products are unique and they're patented. That means that my opportunity is safe. It's protected. And then there are all these other organizations that validate that these products are kind of cool, and they're vegan, and they're non-GMO, and they're certified for their nutritional content, and they're certified as safe for athletes to use. Now, here's a key question, especially if I'm talking to another network marketer about the business of Rain. Would people want to buy these products if they weren't getting paid to consume them? In other words, if they didn't have to buy them in order to qualify for their checks, would they still buy them? Well, the proof is in the pudding. Where do our sales come from? 55% of our sales come from customers. 45% of our sales come from Rain distributors. That is completely reversed in most network marketing companies. In the average network marketing company, only 15% of sales come from customers, and 85% come from the company's distributors. What does that tell you? In our company, 55% of the sales come from people who have no vested interest. They've never signed an agreement with the company. Their check doesn't depend on them consuming the products. They only love the products and they just love the results and they just want to keep using them. That's a very strong statistic because that means that this is not built on hype. And if you build a business network in Rain, it'll stick because the products work and the people want them. The products are highly consumable. They go up in smoke or down the drain quickly, which is a very important point for a business person because that creates the cycle of order, consume, and reorder that generates your residual income. Let's talk about the business model of network marketing and the advantages. Now, if you're an employee in a traditional business, somebody else is in charge of your life, your compensation level, your advancement, your time, your vacation, your future, even when you get to go to the bathroom. So the key to freedom is to own a business. The problem is that traditional businesses that people start, most of them fail. Most of them go out of business and it happens really fast, 50% in the first year. 80% by year 5, 96% by year 10. Now, if you buy a franchise, you're buying a system, so it's safer, but you pay a lot of money for that. And they all have their drawbacks. Things like high startup cost and some risk, ongoing overhead costs of your building, risk and management of inventory, maintenance costs and labor, hiring and management of employees, accounting, and those responsibilities. And you're tied to a location, and you only get paid if you're there doing that thing. So it's limited. In our industry, you really have very low startup costs, low risk, and you're buying a proven system for success. You have no buildings to maintain. You're free. You can move about. Your business is portable. You have no inventory to pay for or to manage. You have no employees. You have no bookkeeping, accounting, or payroll responsibilities. And you receive recurring income that continues to come in long after the work you did to produce it has ended. That's leverage. You start a business, it's 100% you. You're going to spend a lot of time and earn very little money at the beginning. But as soon as you get one other person in your business that wants to do what you do, now you're only 50% of the effort in your business. And as it grows, you become a third, and a sixth, and a tenth, and 1/100th, and 1/1000th, and 1/10,000th of the effort in your business. And then you can spend a lot less time and make a lot more money because you've duplicated yourself and you have leverage. Leverage is a very important concept to share with business people. We're locationless. In traditional business, you've got to come see us in a location, so it's limited. In Rain, we can be making money around the globe simply by networking around the world. It's unlimited. Now, these are some quick and powerful statistics about network marketing. 116 million people participate in network marketing around the world. They generate over $189 billion in sales annually. A few years ago, that was $156 billion. Do you see how fast the industry is growing? The wellness category and the personal care category in which we find ourselves constitute 66% of that $189 billion in annual sales. Now, a business person is also going to want to know, do you have a proven system for me to succeed? The answer is yes. We are doing 21st century network marketing. This is not your grandparents' Amway business. This is very different. This is social commerce carried out over Wi-Fi. It's very simple. If you can tap your phone screen, you can share the information with anyone, anywhere in the world for nothing, and it's instantaneous. So wherever you are, there is your business. No matter what else you might happen to be doing, no matter how much fun you might be having, if you've got your phone, you've got your business. It's portable. The last thing I want to talk to you about is timing. After you've talked to someone about RAIN, has anyone ever said to you, well, let me think about it? Here's what I say to that person to help them understand the urgency of the timing. The timing is perfect for you right now. Let me ask you a question. If you could hop into a time machine and go back in time and land in 1989 in Palo Alto, California, in front of this house and this garage where Steve Jobs was building the first Apple computer, knowing what you know now, would you say, well, Mr. Jobs, let me think about getting involved in business with you? Or would you say, how can I be part of this? How much money can I invest? How can I be involved? Well, let me tell you something. RAIN is in the garage. We have reached about $65 million in sales, and typically, network marketing companies go into momentum when that happens. And I want you, Mr. or Madam Business Person, to be in front of the momentum wave. Because when that happens, if you've already built an organization, it's going to grow at 10 times the pace in that next year. You want to be in front of the wave, riding the momentum, and not swimming behind, trying in vain and like crazy to catch up. Don't be that guy. The time is now. So don't be afraid to talk to people about opportunity in business. This is a phenomenal business. The facts are behind us. The stories are behind us. The testimonials are behind us. And the only thing that's missing is your passion and action now.